Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jenny from Polly's Paper Studio, and you are watching the second day 6 of our Revisit and Remake series. And I just got a little bit off track because I forgot one of the projects was for a design team assignment and it had to be posted earlier. So that would have been day 5 and this would have been day 6. But hopefully after today we're back on track. And so this is a very special revisit, and that is because my good friend Sandi from Decorate Your Life followed a tutorial that I posted earlier this week, and she made the most amazing flip book. It is super gorgeous and romantic chic and full of bling and all kinds of lovely. So you want to make sure that you go and check her book out that was inspired by my tutorial. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can enjoy that remake that she did. So I returned the favor today and I remade her tutorial that she posted this week for Graphic 45, and she made hers as a one sheet wonder using the Staples tags and dies. So my one sheet wonder was a fail because I used more than one sheet, but I did follow her tutorial. It was really easy to follow. She gives measurements and all that, so you can really take that and customize it and make it your own with whatever paper patterns and embellishments you choose. So I went ahead and did mine with Graphic 45 papers again, but I switched it to Rare Oddities, which was always one of my favorite Halloween patterns from them because it has lots of plaid. I'm just a little obsessed with the plaids, but so my book is basically a hybrid of her tutorial, and the flip book that I made has very similar elements and they worked great together. I just had to shrink mine down a little bit to fit in this scale, and that worked great. So for my cover, I did the same flap closure that she did. Hers had a magnet. I am using this sweet little owl charm, and I've just got it attached to some twine that I can wrap around and close this little book up. See how easy that was. So once it is open, you can see that I have included some of the pattern papers. This is the 8x8 paper pad size, and you want to use the smaller paper scale for these smaller projects. The cut aparts make great focal images, and this one just really works well for this cover because I get a lot of this image showing, even though the bottom is covered with these beautiful coordinating flowers. These are from Little Birdie Crafts. I did add a bow here to finish the top and a couple of sequins, but it doesn't need a lot because it isn't much space to cover. So that is the front of my book, and when you open it, it is similar to Sandi's in that I do have a tuck spot, which is a new thing for me. I've never made a tuck spot before, so this was definitely inspired by her book. There is just one line of adhesive here on the bottom so that I can move things in and out. It's not like a pocket, it's just something to tuck under, and the smaller journal cards work great for that because it has a nice full image, but on the back it has the lighter color pattern. You can use this to add journaling, so you can write right on there and that would be perfect. So mine has the same gusseted style on the bottom. It has the extra room built in so that the bulk of all the paper patterns will fit. So I am using the same basic accordion style insert that she did, but I have added some tip-ins to mine and some pockets and these focal images, which are very sweet and Halloweeny. Now when I get into the folds, I'm using a combination of the 8x8 papers along with the 6x6 because I just think that they're really fun, and what better way to use them on a small mini because you can work a lot of them in. And like I said, her project was a one sheet wonder, and I did not manage to do that, but I did work through a lot of the stash of this, so I'm happy, and I think that's a win. So this guy is very charming, I think, because he has a butterfly on his head. Even though he's a skull, he's pretty cute. And he is a tip-in. I have the scrap, the offcut that was left from cutting the cover with the die. I was able to utilize those pieces on the inside of the inserts. And then this is the 6x6 pattern, which is very apothecary kind of. It's very cool and vintagey. And then, so when you open the accordion this way, I've got the purpley side, and that was inspired by this image that will show when it's open. So I've pulled in another die cut from that sheet. This particular paper pad has cool die cuts. One, or cut parts. One has a more portrait orientation and one has a more landscape. So whatever way you want to do your mini, you'll be able to have your images going in the right direction. So these are going to be areas where you could add pictures, and then also a tip-in on that side for that. And then when you open the other way, it's not all going to fit in the camera, but I'll just slide it over. So in my book that I created, that was the flip book, I had pockets here, and then I added some inserts, and that had foam spacers so that I could add bulk. This was not the issue with this book. I wanted to decrease some of the bulk. So I did not add an insert, so when this is used, it could have things put in the pockets and not become too bulky to close properly. So here is a diagonal pocket, and then a larger pattern paper here, and then here's another of the tip-ins, and that was from the sheet of cut-aparts, and then one more of the pockets for this side. And this color scheme was inspired by the fact that you could see that tuck spot when it was open. So I did decide to go with the oranges, and it worked great because I like the scale of the patterns and how it alternates. This is very dark and busy, and this is very light. So it makes the patterns easier to see when they're not all busy and jumbled up. So this is my take on Sandi from Decorate Your Life's One Sheet Wonder, and I just want you to go right on over there and check out her book, and then also I want you to check out the flip book that she created with the tutorial that she found on my channel. Also, she's just really sweet and nice and very creative, so definitely want to follow her so that you can enjoy her inspiration as well. Come back tomorrow for the next day of our revisit and remake. I don't know what day we're on anymore. I've lost track of the days, but I think it will be the last one, because if this is 6, then that will be 7. So that will complete our revisit and remake series, and then we're just going to have a short break, and then we go right into the 13 days of Halloween. I am so excited about that, you guys. I just cannot even hardly stand myself right now. So if you enjoyed this project, leave me a comment, give me a like. If you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe. And as always, I thank you so much for watching. Bye.